What is up, Nerdy Squad? Welcome back once again to my channel. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm trying to work my way up that ladder, trying to reach 2,000 YouTube subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. So please watch this video from beginning to end. All right, now let's get into it. We got to have a discussion, man. We got to have a discussion because I've been seeing this topic float around on social media a lot over the past few weeks. And that topic is, has the Power Rangers been canceled? Has the Power Rangers been canceled? And the reason I ask y'all this question is, when you look at what's currently been going on, or should I say the lack of what's been going on when it comes to the Power Rangers, we've had no concrete news recently of anything going on with the Power Rangers. Live action wise, everything has been quiet as a mouse. I looked online, did my own research, and there has been nothing. The last thing I heard was back in September, I believe, when Power Rangers Cosmic Fury dropped, was that after Cosmic Fury, that was the last season in the whole Zordon era, they were going to move forward. Hasbro was going to move forward, and they were going to give us a new Power Rangers season in 2025 that was going to be brought to the States because the Power Rangers have been shot in New Zealand for the last God knows how many years. And it was officially going to get moved over to the States. And it was going to be a new Power Ranger season, completely separate from the Zordon era. Now, me personally, when it comes to Cosmic Fury, the season was okay. It was campy. It was what Power Rangers is. I didn't like the suits. I hated the suits. It was the first suits that the Power Rangers had gotten where they had their own designs. And it looked cheap. It looked corny. It looked whack. I didn't care for it. So moving forward now, we haven't gotten any news on Power Rangers. Like I said, the last bit of news is what I heard back in September. And recently, the only thing I've seen when it comes to Power Rangers on social media is the suits being sold off in auction. And a lot of fans have been pissed off about it. A lot of the actors and actresses have been pissed off about it because they believe that, fans believe that Hasbro should have gave the suits or something to the actors and actresses, and the actors and actresses believe the same thing. I believe two of the actors went to the design area to try and get something from their suits or try to get a piece of their suits, and they're being destroyed. So the Power Rangers, as we know it, in general, period, may be gone forever because Hasbro hasn't been doing anything with them recently. I don't know if they have any say-so in the comic books that have been dropping, because that's the only thing I see online is how there's been new, fresh stories from Boom Studios about the Power Rangers, but nothing from Hasbro about a live-action TV show, an animated TV show, or a live-action movie. The last thing I heard about a Power Rangers movie was they were supposed to go back in time, and I think this was supposed to take place years after the 2017 movie, which completely bombed at the box office. I saw it twice, and I didn't really care for it. But there's some people out there who say to this day that movie should get a sequel, or should have gotten a sequel. But nothing, we know that's not going to happen. So, Power Rangers. Nothing of new has come out. The one bit of information I did look up I thought was interesting was Power Rangers, I believe Dino Fury 1 and 2 got 22 episodes. Cosmic Fury only got 10. And it was the shortest season outside of Power Rangers Alien, way back in the early 90s. Those were the only two seasons that got 10 episodes, and that was it. So it's another thing that made me believe Hasbro has decided to cancel the Power Rangers, because they only gave it 10 episodes. So that means everything is basically condensed down to 10 episodes. Why couldn't they give it 15, 16, 17, 22 episodes, a full season? Why? Is Hasbro hurting for money? What did they do with all the money that they got from all these suits that they shipped off? I don't read much into it. I don't know if they gave it to charity. I don't know if they, put the money towards something in the company. I do not know. But if they're hurting for cash, why not give us a new Power Ranger season that is geared more towards mature audiences? If families have a problem with it, then their parents can go have their kids watch the old Power Rangers stuff from the 90s and beyond. They have over 30 years, I believe, of Power Rangers to go back and watch. They're not missing anything if they don't watch the new mature audience stuff that I would like to get. That's what I want to see. New mature audience Power Rangers TV shows. I love to have a TV show, a movie, and an animated property. Put something on Netflix, but Netflix is famous for canceling stuff. But I think they have some Power Ranger seasons on there, so it's probably the best way to go. Unless Hasbro can sell it to a different company. The other thing that I thought would have been a great idea if he was still alive, may rest in peace, Jason David Frank, the OG Green Ranger, the Red Ranger, the White Ranger, the Black Ranger, the Green Ranger, he was the most popular Power Ranger, still is to this day. Obviously, he got tired of covering up his tattoos and decided to walk away from the Power Rangers. I think it would have been cool if they would have worked with him and gave us a story that came out of the Boom Studio comic books. I think it would have been real badass to have a Boom Studios Power Rangers comic book made into a live-action TV series, even if it was limited. I think it would have been really good and really popular to the point that it would have blew up to become a full season. How many episodes Jason David Frank would have appeared in, who knows? Because I know he wanted to move on to do more mature stuff, like his Legend of the White Dragon, I believe. But that didn't come to pass. And I don't know why Hasbro didn't try to eat off that Jason David Frank plate, bring him in, feed off his Power Ranger ideas, have young actors play some of the OG actors, and, turn the Boom Studio comic books into a live-action TV show, or maybe even an animated property. But I believe in this day and age, we need something a little more mature when it comes to the Power Rangers. We've had over 30 years of kiddie stuff. Give us something mature, Hasbro. I'm going to go ahead and put my little thinking cap on right now, my little theory cap. Is it all a ruse? And what I mean is Hasbro pulling back everything that has to do with the Power Rangers, not saying anything just so they can get fans interested, just so they can get the hype up, just so they can sit there and be like, hey, surprise, surprise, we got a new season coming out. That's just my theory. I don't think it is. I honestly think that for whatever reason, they're not giving us anything new Power Rangers wise, and it sucks. Because Power Rangers is still a very popular property. I looked at some of the other stuff they own. And G.I. Joe, I don't think anybody really cares about it anymore. It's not as popular as it was probably back in the 80s and 90s. Also, you got to go back and look at Transformers. They just did an animated movie. It didn't really do good at the box office, but I think it still is a very popular property as long as they stick to the Transformers, robots in disguise, going at each other instead of the live-action movies with humans. The human movies are done. Hasbro does not need to go that route. G.I. Joe, they tried 2 live-action movies, one back in the early 2000s, maybe it was 6, 7, or 8, with Channing Tatum and I believe Marlon Wayans. The first one was good, and then they did a sequel to it some years later with The Rock, but that one didn't do nowhere near as good. Then they tried to reboot it with Snake Eyes, and that one didn't do as good. So I don't know what they're doing with any of those properties, but it makes me, not understand why they can't give us a new Power Rangers season. But only 10 episodes in Cosmic Fury makes you wonder what the deal is compared to the 22 seasons apiece Dino Fury got in season 1 and 2. So, that's my theory on why I think Power Rangers is canceled, because of the fact that we haven't got no new concrete news. The suits all got sold off. I think they sold all the suits off from pretty much all the seasons. And there hasn't been anything new yet that has dropped from Hasbro about the Power Rangers, except for the comic books that have been selling like hotcakes. So y'all let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Do you think that this is the end of the Power Rangers as we know it indefinitely? Or do you think that Hasbro has something behind the scenes working and we could possibly get a new season somewhere down the line? Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch y'all in my next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you again. Peace. I'm out.